Just a very quick video to give you some thoughts around what's been happening with markets over the last 3 months or so, as we've been looking at your portfolios and how they've gone. Has to be said that there's been a fair bit of volatility around in the last 3 months, particularly at the beginning part of the quarter. In the month of January, there was some fairly strong reaction amongst markets about Russian invasion of Ukraine, continuing problems with COVID-19 and all of those other issues which have been impacting markets globally and particularly in Australia. But towards the end of the quarter, we started to see some recovery, and it's really been quite surprising how resilient markets have been. So, for an example, the Australian market, ASX 200, at the low point in the middle of January was just a tick under 7,000 points, and as I'm recording this, it's around about 7,600. So there's been significant recovery towards the end of the last 3-month period. Of course, markets were particularly strong going up to the end of December, so we need to put that a little bit into perspective. We've had basically what's been a dip and then a recovery back to the position that we found ourselves in at the end of 2021. So what's going to happen into the future? Well, it's very difficult to see. The market is particularly volatile, so we've got some fairly significant movements going both upwards and downwards, and there are a lot of things in play. Continued uncertainty about what might happen in Ukraine is obviously going to have an impact. There has been some rush to defensive assets in terms of gold and other things of that sort, but that seems to be tapering off a little bit now. We've also had some fairly strong impacts on commodity markets, in particular things like oil and iron ore, which Australia is one of the world's largest producers of, and that's had a positive effect on our markets. So we really can't see what's going to happen over the next little while. Hopefully things will continue to track in the right direction. If there are any things that we think you should be aware of, or changes that we think you should be making, of course we'll be in touch with you. Look forward to talking to you again soon.